Welcome back. This is lesson number 2 of the first ransomware programming. In this lesson, we will discuss the part of decrypting file. Because in the previous lesson, we have encrypted this folder videos and encrypt all the file inside this folder. But in this lesson, we will decrypt this file and reverse it to its original type, so the computer can understand it and open this file using the default program embedded with the operating system. Let's see how we can do this. First, we will import the required libraries. Here are the required libraries. Okay. And I will copy the key which I used for the encryption. Let's see. The key that I used for the encryption. We should use the same key in decrypting. So let's copy this key here and type the comment here. So the key used in the decryption should be the same key used in encryption. After this, let's type the function used in the decryption. So the decryption function. How this function work? I will type def decrypt underscore function. The function will take two parameters. The first parameter is the cipher text, which is the text encrypted, and the time when this text encrypt. I will create a variable called decrypt. Inside this variable, I will use the fernet module dot decrypt at time, and I will pass here the cipher text dot encode, because the cipher text will be decoded. So you should encode this text and also it take the variable called ttl. Inside this variable I will pass the time we type here, and here is the current time, which is the time in your computer. We will type here time dot time, because the program will subtract the time which is embedded with the ciphertext from the time and use it to decrypt the file. Okay. Here you should pass the key. After this, I will create another variable, and inside this variable I will decode the data, because the encrypted at time function return an encoded data, so I need to decode this data and return the decrypt one. Okay. After this, I need the walk function. I will copy this code and explain it one by one. Here, the walk function, which will walk through the path of the encrypted function files, and give us the link or the path of each file to decrypt it. Okay. After this, I will go through each folder inside the main path and remove the import file.txt, which is the message file. So I will first delete this file to return to the original folder. I need to remove this file because it wasn't existed before the encrypted process. After removing this file, I need to loop through all the file name inside each folder in the videos folder, and from this name of the file, let's see here, okay, I'm sorry. Here is the extension of the file. So I will split the file name, which is this, is the file name, from the extension. Add this word .ransomware. The split function gives us a list of two parameters or two items. The first item is the name of the file, and the second item is the time of the encrypted. I will print the new file name after splitting this .ransomware. When I split .ransomware, I will get the file name without the extension. Okay. Because the file name give us two parameters, I will take the first parameter, which is the file name. Let's see here first what this function do. No. Because if I do this, I will delete. So I also need to comment this. And I need to call the walk function and give it Here you will need that the split function give you a list of two parameters. The first parameter is the name of the file, and the second parameter is the time of the encryption. Because it split the file name from .ransomeware. So the ransomware part will be deleted, and the part before it, which is the file name, will be the first item, and the part of the name after .ransomware, which is the time of the encrypted, will be the second item. Okay, here I will create a variable called decrypt underscore file underscore name, and in this file I will decrypt the name of the file, which is the first item of the list. So I will put it here, the order 0, and the decrypt function take the file name and reverse it using -1. So I will get here the time of the encrypted. So the decrypt function take the first item, which is the file name, and the second item, which is the time of the encrypted. But the time of the encrypted is string, so I need to convert it to integer. Okay, let's print and see the result. Here you will notice that this is the file name and this is the time of the encrypted. The file name and the time of the encrypted is printed as we studied before from the split function, and here is the file name dot the extension after decrypting it by time. So this part is the encrypted file name, and here is the time. Here, let's get the old full path, which is the path of the file before the encryption process. This path involve the path of the old file, which is the D here. Let's see, because the D is the main path of all the file. Okay, plus the file name, which is the new file name. Okay, here. Let's see the result. But the result of splitting the GAA from the path. Here we have GAA. We need to split the path from the GAA. So we will get this. Let's see. Here is the encrypted name. Here is the file name. Here is the path, the main path of the file, which is this path. Okay, because if we go to this file, the main path will change and add a new folder. So you will notice that the main path of some file, if we take this file here, let's run again. You will notice that there is a main path also by adding a new folder. So we here a two main path. This is the main path of these files, and this is the main path of this file. Let's copy the import file here. Okay. After we have get the main path of each files, we need to combine this main path with the decrypted file name, with the file name after returning it to the original. So we need to combine or make this path plus this file name to get the full path of the file. Let's print the result. Here you have the file name encrypted, and here the file name after decrypting. Here is the main path of the file, and here is the full path of the file. Okay. This is the old full path. Let's see the new full path after decrypting. Okay. This is the old full path. The old full path with the encrypted file name, and here is the new file path after decrypting it to the original. After this, let's rename the file, this file, with this name. So we bought here the old full path, and here we bought the old new path. And let's see the result. Here you will notice that this file is unknown. Okay. Let's run this code and see the result. You will notice that all this file converted to the original type, and it will be understand for the user. Let's open this file.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the first
You will
tutorial
notice that
of
this
actually
file
coding our
open
keyword.
as we
Now
expect.
don't worry, this will be a rather
Let's remove the comment of the part which will remove this message, and encrypt. Again, I'm sorry. We need to repeat this process to ensure that the import file will be deleted. Okay. Okay, here is the file encrypted. Let's run the decrypting. Here is the file decrypted as we expect, and the import file remove. By this we have reached to the end of the lesson. In the next lesson we will convert this Python file to an exe file, so you can install it in any Windows device without need of installing Python in this Windows. By this we have reached to the end of the lesson. See you in the next lessons.